Hi, lovelies, and welcome or welcome back. So happy that you could join me and that we could spend this moment together. I have already talked about this before, but there's a little bit of an inkling inside of my heart that makes me want to talk about this again. Maybe this is your first time stumbling across my channel, or maybe you just needed a little bit of the reminder. But there's nothing like you that exists in the planet and in the world, and you're so unique and so fabulous. You deserve to be celebrated and applauded. I know that for every season of my life, I always look back in the version of myself and the era that I was living, and I can't quite comprehend why that version of me was so self-conscious and so timid and shy. And I look back and I'm like, wow, she was so cool. She was so nice. She was amazing. And I don't know how I didn't see it and didn't value it. And when I'm able to zoom myself out of the situation and look at it from afar, I'm like, wow, if I could go back and just tell her how amazing she was and how worthy of everything that she was, and just how overall fabulous and unique and brilliant. I see her for who she was now, and I can look at her in all her glory and just really rejoice and be happy. But it's funny because in the season, we can't see it, and there's something kind of shielding us from it. I don't know if it's just too much of tunnel vision on the insecurities or the problems. We're always wanting to be better and achieve more and be greater. I think that might just be something of our generations nowadays, that we're always striving for perfection and evolution. I honestly think evolution and helping others and helping ourselves is the purpose of my existence, maybe. But perfection is something that I was burdened with and carried it in my little backpack throughout my life. And last year I decided to take it out of my backpack. I don't feel like it's serving me anymore. I don't think it's something I even want to strive for or even think about or even really consume my thoughts with, because being unique and being fabulous and flawless and just who you are, I think it has to be enough, because it's all that you can do. So why would it not be enough? So going against ourselves to achieve a kind of outstandard, I don't know, an outstanding, I don't know really what the word is. He's so obsessed with being perfect that we're paralyzed in movement and we're unable to move forward or move back or move to the side, because we're never going to be perfect. There's nothing that we're going to do or be able to achieve that will ever align with the idea of perfection. And I think it's a concept that we have to let go of. I know that for me personally, I struggle with this in a few ways I'm letting go of, but I think the one that still stays with me is the idea of needing to be perfect to be in a relationship, which nowadays I have the bigger perspective. It makes no sense because I was far from perfect when I was in all of my other relationships, and it was perfectly fine, and they were far from perfect also. But I've been single and focusing on myself and on this kind of, I don't know if I would say toxic, but drastic bettering and evolving and striving to be the best possible version of myself, that in one of these moments I planted a seed that for me to be able to fully commit and feel ready to be in a relationship after all this time. I say all of this time in such a not dramatic way, but I feel like I had to be like the most like perfect version of myself. And I think that's furthest from the truth. I know that when I look back in a few years, I'm going to look back and I'm going to be like, wow, she was so amazing. How did I not value it as much as I needed to and deserved to? And I saw a video of this girl talking about how, sorry guys, my train of thought was a little slow, how nowadays our generations are really striving to be perfect in relationships, and that millennials had so more of like an easygoing, we're fine just the way that we are and we deserve to be loved and accepted for exactly who we are and the way that we are. And that's something I'm trying to incorporate into my life, that I'm perfect exactly the way that I am. Obviously, there's no harm in evolving and bettering yourself and striving to be just better overall, a better person, having a better mindset, having better health and mental health. But that's not necessary to be worthy of love and a loving relationship. And the seed that I'm trying to plant is that the right person will love me for all that I am, and I won't have to be perfect to be quote unquote lovable. Not that I don't think that I'm lovable, but I think it's something more deep rooted and subconscious in a way. But now it's coming to the surface, so it's time to process and move on and celebrate myself a little. I hope that this could be a little bit of a nudge and an inspiration for you guys to celebrate yourselves. And if there's anything that you think that I need to switch this or better this and work on this to be worthy of something, to be worthy of someone else's love, or even to be worthy of your own love, trust me, that's not the case. It doesn't matter what is going on in your life, you're always worthy of love, and there's the future version of yourself looking back in awe and in admiration for the person that you are right at this moment. So hopefully we can integrate daily practices of love and self-care and radical acceptance to make our journey, our life, and our experience a little bit lighter, brighter, and happier. And I'm gonna sit with this beautiful realization that I'm all that I need to be, and the right person will love me for exactly the way that I am. Sounds obvious, but sometimes it's the most obvious things that we need to really take as the truth and run with it. So that's it. Love you guys. Hope that you enjoyed a little bit of my sharing. Would love it if you could subscribe and stick around and like this video. Would mean the world to me. And yeah, love you. Yay. See you soon. Happy loving yourselves and happy journey towards radical self acceptance. See you guys soon.